besties, to the FanTEAsy Podcast, where two besties spill all the delicious tea on the books we read. I'm Callie, and my bestie is obviously Montana, and we are so excited to join the revolution. Please, if you haven't done so already, go leave a review, subscribe to our podcast on all socials, and now, including Patreon. Go check that out for all of our bonus episodes. We have special guests, do fun things. You don't want to miss it, so please head on there, and you'll be notified of all new episodes and fun things happening.
Another fun thing that we have happening right now is Callie has worked so incredibly hard and is still working incredibly hard at creating us a amazing merch shop. And for the entire month of November, in honor of Epilepsy Awareness Month, we will be donating 50% of the proceeds that we make on our merch to the Epilepsy Foundation. This is an organization that is very near and dear to our hearts, and it would just mean so much to us, and we would greatly appreciate it. Now, with all things Empyrean, as you know, we are doing a deep dive into Iron Flame right now, roughly 4 chapters at a time. We are diving into fan theories, which we have some really, really good ones coming up in an episode coming out very soon on our Patreon. World building, signets, dragons, and so much more. So please take note and prepare to join the revolution.
Remember, this episode is a full deep dive. We will be discussing both Iron Flame and Fourth Wing, in addition to, like Montana said, all the fan theories, as well as some of our own. So please make sure you have read both books, as we don't want to spoil any of the fun.
With that being said, the Empyrean series does contain mature content. There is violence, torture, murder/muck duck, weapons, all of the things. Callie and I are also adults. We swear a lot. We will not apologize for who we are, but we are rating this episode rated R due to all of those things.
With that, are you ready to join the revolution? Ba, ba, ba.
Yes. Yes, I am. Thank you. Thank you for asking.
We are in our revolution era.
I'm here for it.
Let's go. Actually, though, now I need to know, what era are you in today?
I had to think about it earlier because I haven't listened to Taylor Swift recently, but I wanted to connect it to the kind of music I have been really into right now.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going in my Reputation era.
Ooh,
because
love.
Yeah, I'm just a alternative bitch. It's fine. What era are you in?
It's funny that you say that, because literally last night and then this morning, probably because friends of mine recently just went to Jelly Roll, so I was jokingly going to be I'm in my Jelly Roll era. But if I'm actually putting that into an era, I would probably say that puts me in Midnights or Tortured Poets department, just on the vibes that I'm in. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's where I'm at.
I mean, and Jelly Roll has so many different eras himself, so that's a whole other world.
That's a whole different thing. But yeah, It looked like a fantastic concert. It was a little FOMO happening there. Wow, that looks great. He's so good. Anyhow, okay.
Well, before we get too off topic, what is our monologue?
Okay, chapter 21. Back in our favorite fantasy world, we are back with Violet and Tarn as the two work on new flight maneuvers. They finally agree that maybe some adjustments will need to be made when Violet ends up injured. In class, we learn of some more shitstorms happening and some not-so-sneaky attacks on the marked ones. Then we have douchey Dane, who inserts himself into Violet's life yet again and forces her into a sparring match. As the two duel, Violet tells him how delulu he is, thinking that they will ever be friends again, and Dane leaves her on the mat with some ruthless news. After the match, Rhiannon tries to pry more information out of Violet, but her lack of answers gives Rhi all the answers she needs. Then Arik drops the dagger, Mike, on Violet and reveals to her why he is really at Basgiath. Chapter 22. Zaddy is home and sharing his deep, dark secrets with Violet. As the two finally make some headway on the truths and how to help Navarre, Major Vomit pops out of fucking woodwork to take Violet away to interrogation. Sadie is not having it and basically tells him, and I quote, touch her and you die.
Woo!
If only he said it. Chapter 23. The squad makes it to the interrogation chambers where Professor Grady gives them some general instruction as well as a light snack of biscuits and juice. Yay for them. Lucky for the squad, they know not to drink the juice and all come together to never break. Once in the torture chamber, things to go from bad to worse as they are all strong and holding their own when Major Vomit comes back to see nobody has revealed a single thing. He calls in for backup. Chapter 24. This week, a hot new bombshell enters the villa. Just kidding. It's just fucking Dane. After arriving, Varish informs him that he is here to use his signet on Violet and pull the secret, or secrets he knows she is hiding. And finally, Dane does the noble thing and refuses. Finally! Varish has had enough of the games and dislocates Violet's shoulder, causing her to black out. When she wakes, Nolan is hovering over her and clues her into the grave danger she is in if she doesn't get out of the chambers. As he leaves, he convinces Varish to follow him, leaving the gang to make quick work and sneak the fuck out.
It's about damn time.
It's about damn time.
There's so much. There's so much. What is our chapter 21 summary?
I apparently wanted to write the whole chapter, so just this one. I don't know why it's so long. That never happens, but here we go. Chapter 21. Holy shit!
Let me just buckle up.
Where do we even start? Literally. Violet and Tarn have been working on new flight maneuvers, which lead to Violet's arm in a sling from injury. She has put her name on the list to be mended from Nolan, but his schedule is still booked and doesn't have time to help her. Later in class, we learn from another attack, which leads to the death of Mason Sanborn, which leaves Violet reeling that these attacks are targeted as he is another marked one who was in Resson that fateful day. Back in the gym, Violet meets up with Rhiannon as more sparring matches take place. When Dane shows up and tries to talk to Violet, who flat out ignores him, he gets pissy and demands a match against her. Really using his wingleader status for good. Not. On the mat, Violet tells Dane that she will never forgive him for what he has done to her and that they are no longer friends. Sad day. Dane admits that he just wants to talk to her and see how she is doing. When he finally expresses that he was worried about her last year when it came to Xaden, Violet retorts with the only person she needs to worry about is him. He lashes out and tells her the real reason for Xaden's scars on his back, then taps out of the match. After the match, Rhiannon pulls Violet aside and starts piecing everything together. Fuck if she's not smart. But when Ark's match ends and his wrist is broken, Violet offers to take him to the infirmary where they start sharing more information and the truth behind why he is at Basquiat. Dun, dun, dun.
Dun, dun, dun.
I think it's because there was so many scene changes, page breaks, that I was like, well, this happened, and then this happened, and then this happened. And I'm like, fuck, there's a lot that happens in this chapter. My brain.
Chapter 21 excerpt, kind of a long one. The migration of the first year is one of the crowning achievements of Navarre's unification. What a celebration of the human spirit to leave a life of war and enter one of peace, blending people, languages, and culture from every region of the continent and forming a cohesive, united society whose only goal is mutual security. Navarre, an unedited history by Colonel Markham Lewis. I swear I'm not dyslexic.
You got it.
Colonel Lewis Markham.
You got it. It's fine.
It's fine.
We're making it.
It's fine.
The unedited history. Fun fact.
Well, and they're talking about leaving life of war, entering one of peace. They're blending everything. But clearly they're not.
No.
Okay. You know what? We'll circle back. We'll circle back to that.
We're going to get to that. Then we go right into Violet and Tarn trying these lovely flight maneuvers, trying to running dismount. Yeah.
He's like, I
Violet,
guess we
Violet,
jumping off
Violet.
dragons now.
We're gonna try it. We're not succeeding. It's not going well for us. There goes her shoulder. It's fine. We didn't need that whole arm. It's fine. It's fine.
No.
But then, we have Riddick right away. We'll just ask Nolan. Like, if only. Like, what the
The
fuck
whole
is this man
theme
up to
of
still?
Nolan in this book is that he's unavailable. And you think
Did
he
you not
has
get the memo?
Christmas.
Yep.
Like, you're the one with the theory.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
A
Just the
mender
fact
with
that
a
it
waiting
says,
list.
yeah, exactly. Like, that's not a thing. We know what Nolan's doing, but they don't know what
Mm-hmm.
Nolan's doing. And I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
can we just jump back a few chapters when he literally looked at you and said, mending a soul?
Mending a soul? I'm sorry,
What?
I'm grossed out. What are you doing? What do you mean? And then it's brought up again, but I can't. Nolan. And also, you love Violet, so like, take a break. Fix Violet. It's fine. She's got other
Seriously.
things to do.
Like, you can't just work 24/7 on one person. That's favoritism.
Why not? But then, like, immediately we're subject change because we're going into class and now we're discussing, well, one, lack of professor. Okay, what? They're all just running
Oh, the
out to the flight
professors were just
field
running.
because just running casually, nothing's mentioned. It's fine. We're just running. Oh, because there's an attack. Where's there an attack? Why
We're
is there an
runners now.
attack? Ew, no. I was thinking about going for a run, and then I think, better not.
Better not.
Better not. But literally, we're running out to the field, and now we have Mason Sanborn.
I know. That broke my heart.
Why? Just a recent graduate, wiped out, all because he was there. Absolutely ridiculous. If this shit isn't
Because
targeted.
he knows the truth.
I like that
Just
Violet says it. Rhiannon hears it, is still like, huh? What was that? Come again? And then it's like, okay, I'm gonna play that off. Like I didn't just fucking hear you.
right. It makes me really sad. And then, they're like, okay, well, you know what? We'll discuss it in battle brief tomorrow. No big
Yeah,
deal.
casual.
Let's just kind of, talk about something different. Let's talk about the unification. Okay.
Great topic. Let's get
Cool.
into it.
I mean, I understand they're in a history class, they're not a battle brief, but also
Mm-hmm.
this is like actively going on. You'd think you'd want your students to know, but no.
Right.
Wait till tomorrow.
Mm-hmm. Just gonna casually let that go as if we can't just, I don't know, discuss what's happening to a bunch of qualified people that should have an idea that, I don't know, one of their recent graduates just was attacked. For what reason? For what? By who? Where was
Yeah.
Varish? Where was Melgren?
That there's
Where's
that
Sorengale?
there's an attack going on in the eastern border and he's the only casualty. Like,
Just him.
really?
Mm-hmm.
Interesting choice.
Sure.
But what I do think is interesting with this subject switch that they go on about is they're talking about the different cultures and people that came together during the unification and how some were able to keep their languages, their folklore, their history, while others were not. And now they're like, it's a whole dead, dead language, dead citizenship, all of that. Like, everything is gone. I'm like, what was the deciding factor and who got to keep it and who didn't?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And then it's awkward, just the conversation of, they're saying which provinces lost their languages, and then they're noted, they're saying, well, technically they gave up that right. They gave it up because they wanted to be a part of Navarre. And it's like, okay, yes, as part of a unification, but also you're erasing then so much history. And we're telling you that in class that we intentionally erased history. Hello? Is anyone listening? Are we all in the same building?
The amount of times that it's like things get lost in translation, and this one dipshit that wants to argue, well, no, all of your stuff was translated, so you can still have all of that. And she's like, but it's not the same. And the fact that Violet literally just jumps back at him, she's like, no, you can't just walk into the archives, right? Okay, yep, you're funny. You have to put in a request that any scribe can deny. Secondly, only a portion of the original scribes spoke Tirish, meaning it would have taken hundreds of years to translate every text, and even then there are no historical tomes older than 400 years in our archives that I know of. They're all 6th, 7th, or 8th editions. Logic dictates that she's right. Things are lost in translation.
Well, and if you're talking 6th, 7th, 8th
groups of people,
there's probably, of those people that do speak the language and can read the language. I mean, speaking the language, I think, is one thing. Reading and translating it is probably a whole nother thing. So there's probably even fewer as the years go on that can even do that. And then there's got to be words in there that they're like, I don't know, not important, So 8th edition in the last 400 years, like, that's not very many considering how much information is in those texts. It's just wild. Right. And we're like, it's fine.
What did we lose? And you're literally just like erasing a whole civilization at this point, because you have versions of it, but you don't actually have the originals, and these people don't exist anymore.
And then I think when they're talking about it, then like in a real life scenario of one, yes, some of the families moved even from different provinces that weren't included in this. They were like, oh, I'm going anyway. Like, it's fine. But families that couldn't afford it or couldn't feasibly do it, maybe they were sick or whatever, they're still out there. So like those can be your distant relatives. And then now that the wards are closed, you're having encounters with outside people, and then again, just like blatantly attacking because they're outside. And that's just wild. What are we doing?
But even, Rhiannon makes us a little nervous because she's like, oh, well, we even lost our folklore because there's stories that I know that Riddick's never heard, and there's stories that Riddick knows that Violet's never heard, and so on and so forth. And like, we share common themes like, oh, if I don't go to bed in time, the Ven are going to come take me, or if I don't do my homework, I'm going to get eaten by a wyvern. But like, we have common themes, but it is different everywhere. It's literally like the difference between here in the States, we have Santa Claus. And then you have over like in Europe, they have Saint Nick and Krampus, like very different, similar storylines, but two totally different things. And they just like, and they totally just like, we're going to swipe over anything you were ever taught.
We don't need it. Just erase that part. Like your stories, your fun, folklore.
It doesn't matter.
Even if you're like, telling them is like childhood fairy tales or whatever, nope, doesn't matter. Like, folklore my ass. That Venom is real as shit.
Yeah, we fought them, okay?
Yes, we did. In Montana's dream.
You know what? Dreams of us fighting the venom that are like Walking Dead zombies is just something else. I tell you, I was so startled when I woke up.
It's not real. It's not real. Then you wake up and there's like a venom standing by your bed.
You know what? No one should catch me unexpected, especially when waking me up, because I am
No.
very knee-jerk reaction. I will kick, I will hit, like, oh shit!
Yeah. Why are you so close to me?
So a venom wants to like be like, hey, it's time to wake up. I'm gonna be like, motherfucker, and start punching him.
The venom wants to crawl in your bed. That's all. Wants a snuggie.
Ew. I mean, unless it's like Zayden, but not the venom that were in my dream. Those are
Oh,
ew.
got it. So they weren't Zayden venom.
No.
They were creepy zombie venom. Got it.
Yes. And we were
Solid.
stabbing them, and there was a point where I was like,
Did we have swords?
Callie.
Daggers. Daggers. You said daggers. So we
And I
were
was
throwing
like,
them? Oh, these are
no,
skills
we
I
were
need.
literally like
Oh,
close
stabbing.
proximity.
Oh.
Stabbing.
I
Yeah.
don't want to be that close to them. How did we not die?
Well,
Why
they
didn't they
got
just
that
like
close
channel
to
from the
us.
ground and kill us?
I don't know, but they were like trying to eat us, and we were stabbing them. And I was like, Callie, my dagger's dull. It's not stabbing them. I was like, how did my dagger get dull?
Oh my God.
But there was like a venom hiding inside the chair, so I
We're
had to stab
just
the chair.
fighting off the venom. I love this for us. We should have just like hopped on our dragons though and like flown away. Would have been much faster, much
Dude,
more
there
efficient.
was no dragons with us. We had cars.
Yeah, where were the dragons? I don't know. You have flaws in your dream. You should work on that. When you go to bed tonight,
You know
work on what you need.
The venom were like zombies.
Figure this out.
So
I love this for you.
I don't want to relive that dream. Thank you. Because they were up close and personal. My mother and I were just really stabbing everybody. It was something, okay?
I'm impressed. I'm very impressed with us.
I am too. Totally off topic, but it's fine. My dream is our new folklore, and that will not be erased in history of whatever unification is to come in our world.
Okay, great.
It will live on the internet forever.
Now we're in the gym.
And then we have a page break.
Yeah, now we're just casually over in the gym. Like, hey, we're going to do some more challenges because first years are going to have the gauntlet soon. So they need to, this is the last week for this bullshit. Okay, cool. Fun times. Oh, boy.
Let's just watch some people spar. No big deal. And then TMFD's like, hey, are you going to talk to me yet? Are you still ignoring me? Why are you mad at me?
No, I still really hate you. Nope. I liked her retort actually a lot. We're no longer friends, and I'll be ready to talk when the sight of you doesn't make me want to bury my knife in your chest all the way to the fucking hilt.
I mean, go off, sis.
Just had me rolling. I was like, get it. Honestly, can you just do it? End him real quick. Save us a couple chapters in this book.
Violet, so sassy directly to Dane. And then, she goes over to Ree, who was like, what the fuck is going on? Well, Ree's like, look, I'll hate him on principle if that's what we're doing. And that is such a you and I thing. Like, you literally sent me a text like, okay, how can I do this for you? And I was like, that's right. Because we in this together.
You tell me what you need right now. You gotta tell me. I can read your mind 7 states away. But also, we are the same person. I was like, we say the same thing all the time. I think I do read your mind. I had that noted too because I was like, yes, Ree, that's our bestie. She comes in clutch. And also, like, did he hurt you? Bitch, did he hurt you? Mm-hmm. I'll fucking cut him. I'm like, yes.
Yeah, she was ready to.
She's ready to go.
She was ready to rumble, whatever it took.
I don't like that we don't talk about it. We're just casually like, he stole something from me. Like, bitch, He stole a lot from
Like
you.
what? A
Like your
book?
favorite shirt?
Your favorite blanket?
Yeah. What is it? I'm confused.
Your virginity?
Oh God, no.
Like, I'm saying, like, the possibilities are endless, and to be that
There's a
mad at
lot.
somebody, it's got to be something important.
Which is kind of why I'm like,
Just saying.
Reed, just get on board and be pissed. We're obviously mad. Just get on board. We don't need to talk about details right now because Dane's a piece of shit, okay? Get in line.
The piece of shit who decides to pull his rank. So Violet and him are the next sparring match. Even though she's in a sling with a dislocated shoulder, and in a few chapters, he's like,
Fantastic.
she shouldn't even be in here because she's in a sling with a dislocated shoulder. But that didn't stop you 2 chapters ago from wanting to fucking fight her.
Literally. It's like, I'll handle this.
The hypocrisy, Dane.
I mean, in his defense, the fight was very minimal. Knocked her down.
Oh, I know.
Sat on her. It's like and this is totally like a sibling thing. Like you have a disagreement or you're like fighting over the remote and like the bigger sibling just like sits on you to like steal it back or like punish you in a way. At least my sister did, but that's me. And my children too. The siblings do that. Anyway, it's the
Only
most
child
like
syndrome.
pitiful fight. I know. It's the most pitiful fight ever because he's just like, hold you down. And she's like, I fucking, which in her defense too, dagger at the ready. Bitch, I will cut you if you fucking piss me off right now. Thank you. Thank you.
Don't come again.
I hate it. The stress that I felt going into this the first time of like, he's literally out here. He's going to pin her down and he's going to steal more memories because he's a piece of shit. Thank gods. Thank gods he doesn't, but.
I think it's funny though because he's like, oh, you're faster this year. But you spent the whole fucking first book. Please, Violet, don't stay. Go to the scribe quadrant. But she's here in her second year and she's improving. And now she's got a fucking dagger to your throat. Okay.
I like how
punch him in the face.
It's noted. If it comes between killing Dane and saving Xaden, there's no choice. Mm-hmm. Yep. Say it again for the people in the back. Say it again.
We hear. And, well, Dane's like, that's what he meant by Athbean? No. This
That's
is news
weird.
to you?
That's weird. Like, that's suspicious.
What else would he meant? Yeah.
Like
He's
what?
so fucking dumb.
Well, and then going on and being like, oh, I told my dad. Yes. I'm like, bitch. Daddy this, daddy that. Oh my God.
Daddy's not here anymore, dum-dum. He got shipped off.
Smack a man so bad. Smack a bitch. What is wrong with you? And then we just, because, to add pain to my heartbreak, Liam, you took Liam. And the fact that you're like sitting here and acting like, well, it was nothing. Like, it's not that big of a deal. I took your memory. Like, no, you took my person.
Mm-hmm.
Bitch.
It's your fucking fault that we lost him.
Yep, totally on you. That blood is on your hands, bitch. How did you do this? Why did you do this? I hate you. Mm-hmm. And then he wants to turn around and act like, oh, I'm so noble and protecting your heart. And remember, I'm your best friend. Bitch, you are nothing more than the dirt under my boots. No, I don't think so. Do you know who gave him those scars? Bitch, you want to know who's going to give you a scar? Well, cut your throat open.
Sit here and keep acting like Heath Ledger. You want to know how I got these scars? Like, Is this a gossip session right now, Joker? Because
Yes.
I'm not here for it.
Thank you, Joker. A hot new bombshell has entered the villa. And it's the Joker.
Rip Heath Ledger.
Oh, don't do that to me. We're already sad, man. First, Liam.
Just saying.
Yeah, that actually does hurt, though.
That was a... Yeah, nope. I'm still really sad about that one.
Yes. Every day. Love Heath Ledger.
But of course, Violet has to be like, you may have been my oldest friend, my best friend, but all that died the day you violated my privacy, stole my memory, and got Liam and Slow killed. Killed, huh?
Killed.
Slow killed? I will never forgive you for that. And it's the fact that he's just like, your mother did it. I tap out. He's so dramatic.
Okay, bitch. Regina George, your mother did it. Ugh. I can't. Yeah, I was pissed. And then, for him to go that low, like that's low for Dane. Dane is a low guy, but like that's low for Dane. If I had to like tally how many, like a point for like each time you've pissed me off, that gets like 5 to 10 tallies alone. You fucking
And it goes
bitch.
with the phrase, nice guys finish last.
Mm-hmm.
Well, in this case, yeah, Dane, you think you're a nice guy and you will finish last. Yes. We want the morally gray bad boy. Because you're stupid.
Yes, we do. That's it. I'm like, what the fuck? You tap out? That's it? You gave up? Okay, fine. We've got Rhiannon.
Also, they're having this conversation on the sparring mat, and it's like, you're surrounded by people. It's really not that private.
Well, and I imagine in these, like in her comments back, she's raging pissed. 1, he has her fucking pinned on the mat. And 2, she doesn't want to be near him or talking to him at all. So, like, there's no way she's, like, whispering at him. Like, no way. So now you're sitting here yelling.
Hey, you're not my friend anymore.
You stole my memories, you stupid bitch.
It just doesn't have the same effect as if we were sitting there raging.
I think she is raging. Like, how? I don't know. I mean, close proximity. Like, Rhiannon is there watching this entire thing. How is she not like, I heard this whole thing? I mean, I guess she kind of is. Because she's like, what? Like, what's happening? What was that all about? What the fuck?
Who else that was with you that day during War Games is now dead? Rhiannon, stop asking. My God, words are really hard for me right now. Stop asking dangerous ass questions.
And honestly, she asks really good questions, though. And then she
really does.
She has got it so figured out to where Violet is just like, literally, stop, because I don't want to lie to you anymore. Okay.
That made me sad.
It made me so sad.
And don't ever ask me that question again. When she keeps saying, like, what killed Day? I'm like,
yeah, no. What killed it? I don't. Yeah, I mean, it's like another little breakup in their friendship that hurts, but also she's just trying to do her part. And like, especially knowing that they still have to go into interrogation, she's like, no, like, shut up. We haven't even done this yet. You can't, no, I can't tell you anything. Go away.
It's such a hard secret on her, and I feel so bad.
We got baby Arik.
You know, a little, I was gonna say a little snack, crackle, pop. There goes his wrist with the Rice Krispies.
Yep. Ow. What are you doing,
not a
bro?
Fun break. Been there, done that.
You know, I've never broken a bone.
Not a good one. I did know this,
Oh,
but that's such a fun fact.
it's such a fun fact. I feel like everyone like breaks an arm when they're a kid. I've never broken a bone. I don't want to. Oh. Just gonna knock on wood, and now I'm just knocking everything off my shelves. I about knocked my disco ball off. It's fun. Wow, that was aggressive. Okay, back to Ark's broken wrist. He, goes a little hard on the mat, breaks his little wrist. Ouch.
Still
Snapcracker
wins.
pop. Still wins. Still slaying. And, Rhiannon. Violet is like, get me the fuck out of this conversation with Rhiannon. And she's like, I'll take him. I volunteer as tribute. I'll take him to the infirmary. It's fine. I gotta go. Peace out.
I'm running.
I
I'm
gotta
running. I'm a
go.
runner
I'm the
now.
first
All
one.
You're broken, but keep up.
Let's go. And they start having this conversation of like, what did you tell your dad? Like, where do your parents think you are? I'm confused. Tell me. And, he's like, oh, on my 20th birthday tour, no big deal. I'm out there partying and boozing and I don't know, whatever else you do on your 20th birthday, I guess. And she's like, okay, but why are you here? Like, what would force you to do this if you don't have to? I'm confused.
Yeah.
And he's like, well, I started seeing some things. Some certain weapons that looked a little sus.
Things.
Some very interesting things that they haven't hidden very well. They think they have, but they haven't. And apparently I'm smarter than they think I am. So here I am. I volunteer as tribute to do the damn thing because I have a hunch. And now I'm like, welcome to the revolution, bitch.
Ark knows the truth. She at least has someone else to talk with this about. And that probably has to be such like a weight off of her shoulders. Like, oh my gosh, someone else gets it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, he sees all the things. He knows. Thank God.
Especially being the king's son.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's chapter
And
21.
Somehow we end there. I love it when they just like end chapters like, oh, okay. And then you go into the next and it has nothing to fucking do with anything. Okay, cool. Chapter 22. Zayden is back at Basquiat for leave and finally reveals some truths to what he has been working on for the revolution. Violet tells him of the latest information she has found on the first 6, but what is still needed to be translated. Their conversation gets cut short when they round a corner and find Major Varish waiting for them. He has come to take Violet and the rest of the squad to interrogation. Zayden argues that she is too injured to endure interrogation right now. Violet might be tough, but is she tough enough to survive what Varish has in store for her? The stress I feel. I think probably because, like, obviously nobody wants to be tortured, but, like, big fear. Like, I've always just been like, I don't ever want to be kidnapped. Ever. I'm, like, that's my biggest fear, I think. Like, people are afraid of heights and spiders and snakes, and I'm like, don't kidnap me. The amount of times I think about it going out in public of like, who's that? What do you want? I'm so terrified.
Oh yeah, it stresses me out every day.
Super. Wow, we just like
And
went
this
so
is why
off
we
topic.
need to start carrying around alloy daggers imbued with magic.
Yes, absolutely. And just
Not that I want
casually
to get
have
that
our
close to somebody.
dragons like on the ready
In the parking lot
to just come down and scorch them. Yes.
we parked them in the back.
Yeah. Oh, way back there? Yeah, that's my dragon. Next to that cart corral. The really big scary one. Do you see him?
He likes to take eyeballs.
Can you lock them? Do you lock your dragon? Like your car?
Turns like boop, boop. The wings like fold in.
Oh my god. Yes.
Anyone walks by and like accidentally touches him, scorches them, and just like beep beep beep.
Don't touch my dragon. He doesn't like it. Now I'm just like envisioning a Walmart with like a shit ton of dragons in the parking lot, just like hanging out waiting. Hey, you want to ride our
It's been
dragons
in
to
there for a
Target?
long time.
Go shopping? Yeah.
Yes, I do. I really
Yeah.
do.
Okay, great. We can just pick up a little coffee, ride our dragons over, go shopping, come back out. He has his little saddlebags. He's ready. He's like, here,
I
let me
was
just
gonna
put this
say
away
they're
for you.
ready
Yeah.
with the storage.
Okay, great. So instead of like fighting in wars, we're taking ours to Target. Glad we established this.
That's who we are. It's
We
fine.
are taking our dragons to Target. I love this for
And our
us.
dragons are so sassy that it's like, don't forget you're on a book buying ban, and then we come back with 10 books. We're like, what did I
Bitch.
say?
Bitch. You weren't supposed to talk about it. Oh my
Oh my
god.
god, this has gotten so far off. I'm just gonna
That
go
went
into
down
our
a
excerpt.
deep rabbit hole. Yes.
At some point, probably during your second year, you'll realize the trust you feel for your friends and family has nothing on the loyalty you develop for your squad. Page 91, the Book of Brennan. And you know what? Even though it is not like the most applicable in this very second, it is so good for the next few chapters.
I mean, you gotta be loyal to your squad. Those are the people that are like literally going through the trenches with you.
Yeah.
Gotta stick with them. Brandon's not wrong on that one. And then we jump right into chapter
With
22.
with the nightmare that Violet has right away of the Venom,
Mm-hmm.
I noted because, the sage, the one she's always having these nightmares about, is talking to her, and or not the sage, but the Venom, sorry. But
Yes.
he looks at her and says, so disappointing. He lectures as if he's my sage, not the teacher of the Dark Wielder. I was like, whoa, whoa, whoa. That theory that we had with Liz, and I'm just like,
I noted it too because I was like, my sage? My sage? What does this mean? Okay, well, let's just finish this and then I have to tell you my really wild theory on this whole thing, which is so funny.
yes,
Because it has to do
yes,
with
yes,
this
yes.
this portion of the chapter.
Okay.
I like literally had chills. I obviously knew that she was having a dream, but I'm like, bleh! And then obviously like coming out
Mm-hmm.
of your dream, fighting these men,
I
and I
know,
think it's
right?
hilarious that now we have a dream. Um, yeah, no, I don't want to fight Venom actually. And then it says, there is no escaping me, writer. Fight me and die, or
Mm-hmm.
join me and live beyond the ages, but you will never escape me. Not what I've waited centuries for someone with your power. Again, like, wait, what? What do you mean? Join me and live?
Like,
Join me?
live for an eternity, and then I've waited centuries. Like, how?
Uh huh.
How are
Uh,
you now? Not maybe not
dreamless
immortal.
sleep.
Literally, like, how are you the Age of Dragons when it's not like we have Fae or any other like
Mm-hmm.
typical paranormal mythical creatures? This is something completely new, but apparently when you're Venom, you live a really fucking long time.
I just like it's this fight me and die or join me and live.
Mm-hmm.
So if she just submitted herself and said, "Okay, I'll go with you," we get to go
It's
meet the
either a
sage and have
lie.
tea, or like what's happening? But then
Honestly,
this
they probably
goes
would
like
keep her alive
in
because they want her power.
goes deep into the theory that Liz pointed out to us. And now like I'm not going to be able to read this book the same fucking way
Nope.
with that theory in my mind. Like now everything's shifted and I'm like, "Wait, what?" So, I don't know. I don't know. I'm like, okay, but so it ends. It just says, just a dream, just a dream, just a dream. 3 times in italics.
Mm-hmm.
And my brain goes, huh, what if the entire Empyrean series is a dream? What if she wakes up and she's just like getting ready to go to Basquiat as a scribe.
She's living in the Matrix.
She's living in the Matrix. Like,
I would be so fucking pissed if that's how book 5 ended. I would be
like her
livid. I would throw
dad,
the whole series out.
her dad's not dead. He's like head scribe in the archives, and she's like coming in now and is gonna be a little scribe with him. Like, it's all a dream. Xaden is still there. They still fall in love. Like, the story is still similar, but somehow it's not actually what this story is. And this whole thing is a fucking lie. It's a dream.
I would riot. I'm
It's
angry.
my very
over
off the
something that
wall
didn't even
theory.
happen.
It's my very off the wall theory. You're welcome. I was like, oh, damn. That would be good though. Like, fuck me up really bad and then be like, just kidding. But like, Liam's alive then. Like, none of this happened. None of this happened. It's fine.
Callie, I am irrationally angry about this theory.
I kind of like it. I think it's kind of fun. My only plot holes are like, okay, but then about like, what about her dragons? Yeah, how do her and Xaden meet? What does that look like? Like, there's plot holes, but I'm like, huh, what if she really is a scribe though? And maybe, oh, hear me out.
Oh, God.
It's like Inside Out, like the first movie is like so black and white of, so like in this case, you're a scribe or a writer. But in this universe where she wakes up from this dream, because she has now seen and experienced everything in these books, she's like, huh, I'm gonna do it better. I can be both. So she convinces them to like go away with all the quadrants and they can like be little fractions of all of them. So she's a writer / scribe. I like how I'm creating this theory in my head.
And I'm just over here like, okay, they're not going to be happy with how she does it the first time. So they're going to pull the plug and then make her start over, like have a whole Inception type of moment and be like, no, you're going to try it this way. Or like The Good Place, that show. Like, nope, you fucked things up. You figured out the truth.
Do it again.
We're going to try again.
Do it again. Kill you again. Yes. That's basically what's happening. I'm convinced. For sure.
That would be fucking wild. And I would be so mad.
I mean, truly, like, if you read 5 fucking books and were like convinced, and then all of a sudden something fucking wild like that happens and was like, JK, what the fuck? I'm tripping.
Rebecca,
That's
I
crazy.
would really, really need to talk with you because, girl.
That would be fun, though. That would be fun. It would be fun. Okay, that was my wild off the wall theory that I had to share. It was just to dream, just to dream, just to dream. I was like, huh.
And then we have a page break.
Love those. We love them.
But I mean, we have to like this page break because this page break brought us Zaddy.
Zaddy's back. Back again. Yeah, he is.
I like that
And
is
they're
become a
actually
theme.
it just honestly, like, Slim Shady, Zaddy, 2 in the same.
Same difference.
Yeah, totally. No, I like that they're actually talking. Something is happening. We're working on things. We're getting there. We're being honest. He's like, here, come with me. Let me show you what I've been doing. And she's like, cool, let me tell you what I've been doing. Great. Communication, guys. This is healthy. Have you been going to your therapy sessions? I like this.
It is nice that they are chatting, but I just hate the constant theme of this of, okay, I'm about to say something really important and then pop goes the weasel. Here's our fucking Varish again. Just like, where did you come from? How do you always know?
Those people that like paint their bodies and like blend in.
That's literally
that
what
is
he's
him
doing all the time.
I'm like, where the did you come from? Actually, where did you just come from? Oh, we turned a corner and he was standing there. What the fuck? So how much should he already hear? I don't like it.
And He popped out on the flight field when she was about to tell Rhiannon the truth. Like, what are you doing, sir?
Mm-hmm.
God. And then just the fact that it's time to take her and her squad to interrogation, and Zayden's trying to argue it. She's hurt. She's on leave. And Varys is like, ha, no, you're on leave, dum dum. She's here. So it's time for
Mm-hmm.
her to go to interrogation. Like,
Mm-hmm.
mm-mm.
Okay, great. Okay, great. I like how he notes, like, Varys points out the fact that Xaden warded her door, and he's, like, pissed off about it. Oh, are you mad someone did something and it went against what you want? Oh, you poor baby. I'm like, fuck yes.
You're hard
Zaddy
to
for the
catch
win.
surprise.
Yeah, I
It's
don't
so funny.
care, bitch. I know. I'm like, ha 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 ha.
But the fact that Xaden is arguing with him, like, damn the repercussions of what this could do to Violet. He's arguing. She's trying to get Sigale to help. Sigale's like, nope, I fully support him doing this. Like, thanks for the help. Never. God.
Fucking, she reaches out to her. They're going to cancel next week's leave if he doesn't relent. I chose him for his inability to relent. Not helpful at the moment. Do I need to remind you of what he's carrying? Fine, but only so this conversation ends.
She literally, she's so sassy. She
I'm
needs to go
like,
to therapy
God,
for her
the
attitude.
dragon sass. The dragon sass. And then him to turn around and be like, you really went to Sigale? Yes, I fucking did, you bitch. You weren't listening. Oh my god.
I like what he says though, because she's like, it's not up for debate. Like, I have to go. I have to do
Mm-hmm.
this. You know, it's part of being a second year. And as she's going, he says, Violence, remember, it's only the body that's fragile. You are unbreakable. I'm like, oh, thank you. I needed that reminder.
Mm-hmm. Like, because she repeats it too. Unbreakable.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you so
That's
much.
chapter 22. What's our chapter 23 summary?
Okay. Chapter 23. Down in the interrogation chambers, Violet, Rhiannon, Riddick, and Sawyer all await the torture that is about to ensue. Professor Grady gives them the rundown and leaves them to formulate a plan. Once all secrets have been shared, the squad makes a pact to not break. Then they are all ushered into the torture chamber and chained up. Violet is first in the hot seat, but when she doesn't break, the interrogators turn to her friends and start lashing out punishment on them. When Barish finally comes in and is disappointed in how long they are lasting, he calls in for reinforcements. The rundown.
Okay.
Did you catch that one?
I did.
I'm gonna need that rundown. Gonna need that rundown right away.
Faxing this rundown to my dad.
Oh, shit.
So, the rundown of the excerpt. The things that happen behind closed doors in the writer's quadrant in order to turn young cadets into full-fledged writers are enough to turn even the staunchiest of stomachs. Those prone to queasiness should not pry. Major Offender's Guide to the Writer's Quadrant, unauthorized edition. Why is it unauthorized?
Yeah.
What does that mean?
We don't know. I don't
But we have been kidnapped.
Yeah, I don't want to be kidnapped.
That we are not supposed to say. The key can be found in my desk drawer. Such a dumb phrase.
I know. The key can be found.
Like, at least make it
probably
fun. But I get it. Whatever.
I know. Yeah. But then there are the secrets. Okay, hold on. Before we get there, because I have other things to note. We have how Professor Grady is, giving them this rundown. And he's like taking note of like, Vice Commandant Barish seems to have taken special interest in your squad. No doubt because you have quite the legacy here in Cadet Serengale. So unfortunately, it looks like we'll have to all be evaluated in how we handle this. Again, yes, Cadet Sorengale, General Sorengale. Yeah, there's like semi-special interest there, but we know what you're really looking for. And the fact that Professor Grady even is like, I just want you to be aware some shit's happening. I don't like it. I don't like it. This is some shady shit. I don't like it.
I am glad that even though it's not right away, that they're handed the trays with the biscuits and the drink and all of that. I am glad that at least they do realize that they can't drink it because it is the same thing that they were given from Grady previously in RSC. But I do think Grady is kind of like you said, words are not coming to my brain right now.
He's not. Because he says we're doing this for you, not to you. So I do think in a way, like, he is trying to like help them in a way, but also
that's what I was trying to say. Yes.
yeah,
That he's actually
but
he's being an actual teacher and is like, you're gonna have to share these secrets and just like keep it amongst yourselves. We don't want to pry these out of you, and this is just like classroom simulation. You can ask questions, no big deal. I'm like, what the fuck happened to classroom simulation?
Yeah.
Liar! But I do think that he's being a very helpful instructor at the same time.
I think in his mind that's what it is, and for every other scenario that they go into with other squads going into this particular portion of their training, that's what it is. So he's doing his job as a professional, and then 2 pages later we have fucking Major Vomit ruining it because he's like, there's more to this. Get the fuck out of here. Get the out of here. I don't even know who invited you into this book, but it wasn't me. Get the fuck out.
I don't remember inviting you to my birthday party.
I liked all of their random secrets that they decided to share. In particular,
but Rhiannon being like, yeah, the fact that he said he's scared shitless of snakes, and he's like, surprise me with one, and you'll see just how shitty. Like, oh, Riddick, cute. And then Violet just like, they all have like fun little secrets, and then Violet's like, our infantry is killing people. And they're all just like, well, that was a downer. What?
That's a real secret. And you're like, never mind, I don't want to do interrogation anymore because what if I accidentally break? Literally. Got Rhiannon. Last year, that one time we snuck out, went to a frat house. No, I'm just kidding. We went over to see my sister. It was a great time. Sawyer. I didn't tell my parents that I had to repeat a year. It's fine. Like, no big. Don't tell my secret. Riddick, I'm going to shit my pants if I see a snake. It's fine. I'm a toddler. I'm going to run away screaming. Violet. I love Zaddy. Bitch, that's not a secret. Everybody knows that. Try again. So and then dumb. She just goes like to the deepest part of the world and is like, our infantry is killing people. But okay, back it up a step. Back it up. We don't need to hear it.
Like Rhiannon literally was like, you're full of secrets. Okay, well then choose a secret that's like, oh, one time when Mira and I were kids, we did this to my mom's office. Like,
something funny. Haha.
You really misunderstood the assignment.
And now you put everyone in grave danger. She did that anyway, the moment she walked into this fucking room.
Yes, she did. I think that this chapter really shows how good of a squad leader Rhiannon actually is, though, because when they're realizing everything is wrong with the drink, she's like, okay, we are not drinking. We will survive. I need you to fake the disconnect. Like, we're going to get through this. We are not going to break.
Like, I like that she's the first one to, like, play that off, too. Like, they walk in, and she's like, our dragons are gone! I'm like, good acting, girl. Get it.
You fuckers. Gosh, diddly darn it, you took my dragon bond. And they're like, oh, it's actually a real scenario. Yeah. Well, guess what, bitch? I'm not going to tell you.
I like that these two writers come in, and Violet is noting, like, I've never seen them before. Like, I don't know who this man is. I don't know who this woman is. And then it says, it's as if being unmemorable is necessary to the job. And I'm like, huh, says the most memorable one in this entire, I mean, obviously, because she's the main character, but I'm like, Violet, do something with your hair. Fix it.
Do something different.
Your hair is silver. Fix it.
It makes me laugh, though, because, you know, they've immediately started off with their interrogation like, oh, we can make this easy. If you just tell us the secret, no big deal. And, like, we all know it's a load of shit, right? But Riddick he looks just like, my map is under my mattress. And they're like, you fucking liar. And he's like, yeah, I'm just kidding.
Yeah. I like how he, like, plays it off, though. Like, I could just see him there, because their arms are, like, chained. And he's just like,
they're chained.
My map is under my mattress. Like, totally goes for it. Full send is like, it's not me. I didn't do it. Fuck these guys. And they're like, well, we know you're lying. And he's like, damn, so close. Thought we were going to get out of here.
And the fact that Violet even, like, was, like, shocked for a second. Like, really? You thought Riddick was going to break that fast when nothing even happened? Do you know
literally.
him?
Oh, yeah. Like, okay, cool. That's cool.
I hate how they tell Violet that she's the weakest and they've read files and they know all about her. Like, what fucking files are you reading? And honestly, everyone here knows that I have a fragile body and I'm still here and I have the 2 most badass dragons. Shut the fuck up.
Their whole little tactic on trying to get her to break and then realizing, yeah, she is this frail person. She's not going to do it because she knows what she had. Like, she's already been through this. So then they turn to the friends, and I'm like, ooh, don't fuck with my friends. Don't do, like, I will kill you now. And that's when it starts to get like, oh, shit. And then they're like, huh, not happening. Okay, we'll be back. We'll do this again later. It's fine. And they're like, oh, shit. Like, how long have we been in here? Zaddy, how long have we been in here? Well, it's midnight. Keep going.
Like, oh, that's it?
Fuck. I'm being here for days.
God, but you know, it's not working. They're all beat to shit. They're bleeding. They're black and blue and bruising. And then Varish is like, oh, you still haven't spilled a secret? Most people typically do. Well, instead of good for you guys, you're doing really, really well and doing what you're supposed to do. This is no, we need to kick it up a notch.
It's so gross.
I believe you know my little bestie, wing leader Ados. Ew. Why did you bring Dane into this scenario?
I don't know. I think it's icky behavior, and I'm not here for it. And literally, if I was the other 2 interrogators, like, I mean, they kind of were like, sir, we're doing all of the normal protocol. This is standard. And he's like, nope, watch this. Hold my beer. Yeah. I think at that moment, my jaw, like, as that interrogator, I'd be like, what? What are we doing? Say it again. Come again. Dipshit in the front. Yeah. Say what?
And that's literally how she ends chapter 23.
Of course. Chapter 24. Fuck.
What is our chapter 24 summary?
Violet and the rest of the squad are shocked, to say the least, to see Dane walk in almost as much as Dane is to see Violet. Varish is then quick to inform Dane of why he is here and is pretty damn close to convincing Dane to actually pull Violet's memories. Thankfully, at the last second, Dane refuses, which only leads to a pissed off Varish, who then turns to Violet and dislocates her shoulder. Fucking asshole. When she wakes up, Nolan is there and has mended her. He asks Violet if the information she is withholding is really worth all the risk. When she assures him it is, he tells her that they need to get out of the chambers as soon as possible. When he goes to leave, he asks Varish to see him back to the infirmary to check on another patient. As the 2 leave the chamber, the whole squad works together to break out and escape. Yeah. Ninja skills. Oh, Lord. Don't go ninja.
So our excerpt says, every few years, a squad comes along that defies all expectations. They rise through the ranks, secure every patch, win every challenge, and then they inexplicably falter, then fall. They call it the burnout effect. They flare too fast, too bright to sustain the pace. Sad, really, but mildly entertaining to watch them turn on one another. Major Offender's Guide to the Writer's Quadrant, Unauthorized Edition. And I'm like, okay, I understand you're trying to say that this is them, but this is not them. They are rising
No,
and they are winning, but they are not going to turn on each other. They are working together.
no, definitely
Fucking
not our
rude.
squad. Not our squad. This is core squad right here. End game squad. They're great. Don't say that about my people. These are my besties.
I think it's
Back
so
up.
funny though that Dane has entered the chat. Zayden's like, I'm on my way. Like, what the fuck can you do? First of all, you can't do jack shit. You are literally just gonna tell them that we have secrets to spill if you even show up. It's a fucking game to Varish.
Well, and here we have Dane coming
So
back
y'all.
in 2 chapters ago. Here it is. And he's like, well, standard protocol says that they should be healthy first. And she's injured. And Barish is just like, yeah, that they should be, not that they have to be. Bitch, I will fucking cut you. She shouldn't be in here to begin with. And then on top of that, I'm not going to do what you're asking me to do. For once in Dane's fucking life, we don't hate his guts. That's it.
For once, we're not just following the rules.
One white star. I can't make it gold. Silver? Silver star. Good for you, Dane.
That's fair. But the fact that Varish is like, use your signet. You can learn all of these things. You know, he's like, my signet's classified. He's like, oh yeah, but she knows it. And I guarantee they know it now. Like,
yeah.
Really? But the realization that Violet has with, you know, Carr is her teacher, constantly helping her practice her lightning wielding. Varish is Dane's. What the fuck is Varish's signet?
I don't know.
I don't
Here
remember.
We go. I don't remember either, actually.
Ew. He's so gross, and his whole, like, you could find out what she sees in him, why she chose him. Like, how fucking manipulative is he? But you know what? I think Dane gets a 1.5 stars because he's defending her like, no, she shouldn't be in here. And then he flat out refuses and leaves.
He's so close. He's like damn near touching too. And he's like, nah, never mind. Rico Suave. He's
Dane
like,
out.
Hey. Okay, peace out. And Varish is so fucking pissed. He's like, watch this. Boom. Sucker punch right into her shoulder. Okay.
Yes.
Wakes me up. Thanks. Like, wake me up when September ends. 2 months ago. And Nolan is like, psst, psst, hey, you wake up. Psst, wake up.
Like, I really need you to get up. And he's gonna, I mended you, but he's gonna continue to break you and have me mend you until you fucking tell him, like, is it worth the secrets that you're keeping? She's like, oh yeah, it's worth it. He's like, well, okay. Like, at least he doesn't question her.
He's kinda. I mean, he asks, is it worth holding on to? And then there was 2 questions. Oh, maybe not. I struggled. I'm like, Nolan, at this moment, why can't you, in a position of power, just say, I'm going to take this one with me? Like,
but she wouldn't leave her friends.
The vice commandant. True. That's true. But I like how he helps her. And it's like, let me shut this door for you.
That is the way that...
Yes.
He's getting her out of there. Of helping her without him flat out having to pull, I'm like the top mender, because he doesn't have any power over Varish.
He's like, hey.
Let me just not fully mess with this door. And I'm going to leave it a little bitty bit open for you so you can hear that I'm about to take this man and check on a patient that is back in the infirmary and that might not sustain whatever work I'm doing on him. Again, why are we not questioning this shit?
I literally, that whole little bit, I'm like, again, it's being brought up again, and here we are. You know, Varish, I need you because I might be overlooking something. Again, Varish, what? Who are you? I hate your fucking guts. But then he's like, yeah, here, let me just shut that door for you, Varish. Let's go for a walk. Let me get that door. Quick work.
And, you know, everyone
Quick
else is casually
work.
getting breakfast, so it's no big deal.
Quick work. Watch this. Sawyer. Magic. Melt that shit.
It is really cool, though, because, you know, it is Sawyer when Violet's like, you know, I can't tell you these things, but we have to get out of here, like all that stuff. And Sawyer's like, you know what? Let us decide what risk we are willing to take. We're getting the fuck out of here. Let me just manipulate the fucking metal on this door and get us a little clicky click on out of here.
I think Rhiannon, too, like, really kind of realized all the shit. Like, after her conversation with Violet 2 chapters ago, is really like, oh, yeah, this is an issue. I think, and she says it, I think Varish might try and kill her. And, like, the fact that she's saying it out loud is adding validity to it. And we're like, yep, gotta go. Peace out.
But that second door, they get through the first one, but their magic, their signets are not working on the second door, but casually the dagger, okay, wait, they were disarmed and they didn't take that dagger away. They let her keep that on the weapons table with everything else, but her special venom killing magic infused dagger
was on the table. Yeah,
I don't know why Varys shouldn't take that, but
I'm guessing maybe because it just looks, I don't know.
He knows. He has to know.
And I guess was just hoping she was
no
gonna
way he doesn't
reveal some information and he was gonna be able to offer or something and not have to deal with it. So didn't ever think it was an issue.
He didn't think that
they were gonna get
out.
They
were going to be there when he got back. So
yeah, wild.
Literally,
here we are,
24.
Cracking doors, getting the fuck out. Holy shit! Later, escape now.
Love it. Preach it.
Did it. We did it. Chapter 24. And then I'm like, oh, now I need chapter 25. See you next Sunday, bitches.
I know. I just want to keep going. But that was chapters 21 through 24. Thank you guys so much for sticking it out with us. I know it's a little bit shorter of an episode, and we do have a lot of fun with these ones. We really appreciate you guys being here. Do not forget to like, comment, subscribe, turn on post notifications, check out the socials, the Patreon, share all of your purple looks for Epilepsy Awareness Month, all of the things.
Yes, please go and check out the merch shop as well. Like we said, we are doing 50% of all of our profits going towards the Epilepsy Foundation. Please, please, please go check that out. Working on getting a few more things added to that this week, so be on the lookout for that. And then, yeah, check out our Patreon. We have some exciting episodes coming out. This past Wednesday, we just posted Dark Flame Society. That one's a really cool one to check out. Jessica and Sarah were phenomenal. And then next week, we have Liz episode coming out. She is at Liz LA Cosplay. She's amazing. You don't want to miss that one. We also had some really good theories that we were talking about, so go check that out because that does pertain to Iron Flame and was super fun to like nerd out over. We had a great time. So yeah, please go check that out, and thanks for being here. We love you all.
Yeah, thank you, and we'll see you in the next one.
Bye.